What up, boys? Hello. Good morning. Y'all ready to get vertigo with me? Let's do it. Stand by, let me send my mom the link. How's everybody's morning? Hope you're doing good. We're gonna do some Vinyasa. Give that a try today. Woohoo! Wakey wakey, happy Saturday, nitties. Let's go, boys. Stretchy time. I think I killed my vape. I think it's dead. It don't work. And I ran out of flavored ones. This is probably a great time to quit, but are we going to? I don't know. We'll see. Helping my client with ALS, but wanted to say, hey, Bonita, what up? Have a good day, everyone. Still not able to do any real activities without pain, but I like the live, and I'll see you Monday for the stream. Alright, Lori. Thanks for liking it. What up, Mr. Bun? We're going to do some Vinyasa today. We're going to do some Sun Salutations A, some Surya Namaskar A, and some Surya Namaskar B. What up, Cenie J? You had crazy dreams last night? About what? The energy be interesting. I woke up not remembering my dream, but felt like it was cool. Dude, I feel like that's what most of my mornings are, but I literally never remember what the frick I dreamed about. I usually feel like I did have a dream, but probably smoked too much weed to see them. Skitter's been having vivid dreams. The energy's weird, Che. That's what I'm saying, dog. Or maybe just different. Hopefully. I could go for some different energy than what's been going on. Yeah, the energy is weird, but we are weirder, so there's that. Exactly. I've been never forgetting since 2001. It's hard to remember my dreams. Yeah, it's cooked, boys. Dead. Dead in the water. It's probably the best for us, right? Keep having weird dreams of feeling like I need to hide from danger, but then I decide not to, and all is well. We're too weird to perish in the Koopocalypse. They wish they could make us perish. We're annoying like mushrooms. Your dream was actiony and fun. I feel like that's usually what my dreams are. I always feel like I'm in an action movie. But then when it comes time to do anything, I can never hit anyone. It's always like slow motion punches that never connect. nothing, you know? And lots of crying because you're frustrated and you can't punch anyone. You know you have superhuman punching strength, but they take it away from you in your dreams. Alrighty. We'll give it another couple minutes and then we'll get started at 11:10. It's because you're trying to lift your physical arms. Is that what it is? That totally is what it is. Because I feel like when, you know, when you have like those night terror things and you feel like you can't breathe, it's like Inception time. It's like you're trying to breathe normal in your dream, but your dream's slower, so you don't have to breathe that much, or something. But I always feel like that. Like I'll wake up from. That's usually the thing that I remember about dreams the most. Is like feeling like I can't breathe, and then fighting my way out of the dream and being like, I know this is a dream. I can breathe. Yeah, dream you're running fast and doing parkour jumps for sure. I always got a go-kart dream. Yeah, we're little action boys. We all just want to be John Wick. Ethan Hunt. What up, Elise? This is good lighting. Yeah, good porch lighting. Sherlock weeks ago had a dream he called everyone in the chat so we could do yoga together. Last night, dreamt Catdad called everyone in the chat for help. Been weird, y'all, we connected. Nitty Stitch. One of my recurring dreams is that I jump too high on one of those jumps and wake up because I'm floating away into the sky. Hell yeah, dude. Okie dokie. Guess we'll go move to the grass. It was chilly, but now it's pretty nice, actually. Especially in the sun. We'll have to work on getting some Enya or something cracking off, you know? We'll probably lose the pants in a little bit. Don't worry, guys. Don't you even fret. Woohoo! I want to see a Kundalini version of Inception, like a meditation mushroom trip inside a meditation inside a meditation. Dude, that would be an awesome movie. Whenever I'm driving in a dream, the brakes are always super shitty or don't work. Been a while since I had one too, or though. Alright, dudes, here we go. Catdad's got 4 poses before you sweat. Fuck yeah, dude. I'd be a sweaty boy. Alright. Well, usually we start with some freaking breath. You guys want to do that? We'll do some stretches. We'll do some cat cows. We'll do some thread the needles. We'll do some lunges. Then we'll do our sun salutations. It's just kind of like a looping thing that you can do over and over. Actually, screw it. Let's lose the pants now. We're already sweaty. Frick yeah, boys. All right, here we go. So if you want to sit in hero's pose like I like to, or you can sit in, lotus pose with your legs crissy-crossied. You can put your palms out, do a little circle thumb and finger, or I like to put my hands flat on my thighs here. Just find yourself on your freaking mat, right? Breathe in through your nose deep. Just take a couple breaths. Whenever I'm breathing for yoga, I kind of try and air max, suck as much air as I can, and then push it out nice and consistently, using all your muscles, Inhale, exhale. All right, then interlace your fingers and put your right pinky on the bottom first. Stretch it straight out and bring it up. Elbows straight. Breathe in. And then exhale and bring your arms in. Switch your interlacing so your left finger's on the bottom, and we'll just switch back and forth and do this a couple times. Ready? Inhale. And exhale. Switch. Inhale. And exhale. Switch. Inhale. And exhale. We'll do two more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. And exhale. Hell yeah. All right, boys. Now let's stick our arms straight out. Arms straight out. Push away the walls or the frickin' wind. Have your fingers going straight up. And look to the left. Down the barrel of your arm. And keep pushing the heels of your palms away from you. Try and get your fingers to go backwards toward your head. Turn to the right and do the same thing. Rotate your arms, what is this, internally. Point your fingers down the opposite way and turn your head to the left. And turn your head to the right. And then bring your arm across. Trying to stretch the shoulder here. You might have some crunchies and stuff in there. Just give it a nice little tug, not too hard. Drop your arms down. Go back. Bring your left arm across. Drop them again behind you. Right arm across. Drop. Left arm. We'll do one more sided, or one more each side. Right arm. Drop. Left arm. All right, and then put your left palm on the ground, or, you know, make a little cup with your fingers, and then reach your right arm over. You're just kind of doing a right side body stretch. You can turn and look up towards your arm. You can look down, wherever you need to stretch. I guess here, if you look kind of down, you'll get a nice little stretch in your neck here. All right, come up, right hand down, left arm over. Hell yeah, boys. You ready to do some cat cows? All right. So the thing with Vinyasa that I love is that it's like tying everything to breath. So especially during the sun salutations we'll get to in a minute. But basically each movement is tied to a breath, and then that helps sync everyone up together too. And you get this cool thing happening in the room where everyone's breathing at the same exact time, and you kind of, you know, everyone's timing the movements together. It's very cool. It has like a different energy than some of the other, you know, practices and stuff that don't have synchronized movement. But yeah, so today we're doing more of like a Vinyasa thing than the typical 26 and 2. But all right, here we go. Don't look at my freaking butt. Here, let's go this way. Okay. So this is cat cow. You kind of just create a box here with your arms and your legs. Try and keep your hips above your knees, your shoulders above your palms. And first we can just kind of roll around a little bit. Go to the left, go in a circle, kind of roll your wrist around. Flip your wrist backwards. Go the other way. And then for cat cows, you drop your stomach and turn your sacrum up, and you breathe in, tilt your chin up, look up. And then when you exhale, this is the cat, you arch your back and push the mat away with your hands. So you're basically creating a concave and then a convex shape with your back. So ready, breathe in. And exhale. I like to give a little stretch to the left, stretch to the right when you're in the top of your cat, you know. Kind of use your muscles and your body to feel where you want to, you know, stretch out your fascia, stretch out your muscles a little bit. This practice is a little more free form, so you can kind of be a little bit looser with it and do, you know, things that you're feeling like you need in your body. If you want to have your toes tucked for this, you can. If you want to have them flat, whichever you want. I've been trying to stretch out my toes because I get like toe cramps a lot. So I've been trying to do toes flexed during this. But breathe in, cow, and breathe out, cat. And just do this for the next minute or so. You can do free form. And when you go in your cow pose, try and turn your top butt down, or I guess up. You're trying to drop your back a little bit, you know. Drop it like a hot girl. And push away the mat on the cat. You can flip your wrists back towards your knees and your legs. All right, and we'll do one more together. Ready? Breathe in, cow, and cat. Okie doke, let's thread the needle. So take your right arm, go up to the sky, and then you're gonna come through, drop your head down to the mat, and stick your left arm forward. Look down your arm, down your right arm with your head on the mat. And you're basically trying to use your left hand a little bit to turn your chest up. Your hips are above your knees, feet are flat on the ground. And yeah, use your right arm and your left arm to kind of try and turn your chest towards the sky a little bit. Or if you just want, the stretch in your right shoulder, that's great too. All right, and bring your left palm back, push up. Bring your right arm to the sky again. Breathe in. Right hand down. Left arm to the sky. Breathe in. And exhale and thread the needle. All the beautiful chemtrailies they've got for us today. They're doing subtle chemtrails today. It's just the wispies. All right. Right hand back by your shoulder. Lift up, breathe in. Left palm down. We'll do one more. Right arm up, breathe in. And exhale, thread the needle. Walk your left hand forward. Dude, it's so nice doing yoga outside, right? All right, left palm down, stretch up, breathe in, right arm down. Last one, left arm up, thread the needle. I love this one. It always feels like it opens up all my back and my chest and shit. All right, bring your right palm back, left arm up, and left hand down. Hell yeah. All right, boys, I think we're ready to start our sun salutations. Everything still going good? Y'all can see me? Butts are the window to the soul. Yeah, you can look at my butt, it's okay. Oh shit, almost fell. All right, boys, here we go. Actually, let's do some low lunge and half splits real quick. Alrighty. So, for a low lunge here, this is one of my first stretches that I always do when I go to my mat. The first thing I always do is this. Crack my back. Then the second thing I do is child's pose, where you just kind of, from hero's pose, open your knees a little bit, and you're sitting on your heels, you're sitting your butt on your heels, reach forward, put your head down, and you're kind of just pushing your butt into your heels and stretching your fingers further every day. Like, you can do a passive child's pose, but I usually do an active one where I'm trying to stretch my arms. And I feel like I'm like, I can probably stretch like 2 inches longer than I used to be able to, just because I'm always trying to stretch further. But then you come up on your knees and wrists here, bring your right foot forward, create a little box, and this is a lizard. If you have both of your hands on the inside of your leg, or we can bring your right hand and kind of frame your foot here, If you can do it the lizard way and you've got your right hand on the inside of your right foot, that's great. If you don't have that, you can have it on the outside. And then you want to try and drop your hip as low as you can. You're trying to stretch this joint here. The left leg straight back, and lift your chest up and your chin up. And you're basically just trying to stretch your hips. And then we can pull back and do a half split. I think this is called half Hanuman. So pick your toes up, flex your toes back towards your shin, use your hands to balance, and just kind of lean back on your left leg, and you're feeling all the stretch here in your back gluteus maximus. Inch your fingers forward every day that you can. Drop your head towards your knee. And then bend your leg. Bring your foot back. And then we'll do the left side. You can kind of rock back and forth here too if you like. You can come up to a lunge if you want to rock your foot around. You know, these are all like very adaptable and stuff, and it's kind of like what you're feeling in the day, right? If you're feeling a little lazy and you don't want to go into a, full lunge where you're up on your leg there, just keep it on your knee. But stretch back. We'll do a half Hanuman. Drop your leg. Drop your hips. Stretch your toes back towards your calf. Reach your hands forward. I like having my hands on the inside, but you can also frame your foot too with this too. I feel like you get a better stretch though when they're both hands are on the inside of your leg. All right. Bring your leg back. And I guess we'll get started on our frickin' Surya Namaskar A. Alrighty, boys. Here we go. So then for the sun salutations, this is something that we'll do like 3 to 5 rounds. It's a cool thing. It's just like a loop. Okay. So first thing we do is, what's this called? Tadasana, mountain pose. We start here. First position is bringing your arms up. So you can bring them, some people bring them from the side. If I'm in a class where there's too many people next to me, I'll bring them forward. But you're basically, like everything, you're always trying to stretch the most you can, get as tall as you can, be graceful, use your long arms, don't have bent arms and all that kind of stuff. You're trying to be graceful. Okay, so first position here, Tadasana, then we go reach up, fold forward. I forget what this one's called. I need to learn all the names. So this is a half fold where you touch your chest to your legs, hands down to the ground. And then the next part is, what do we call this? This is the half lift. Fuck, I need to remember the names of these. Here, we'll call it. So that's fold. Yeah. This is a fold. Lift is where you bring your back up 90 degrees parallel to the ground and put your palms down on your shins. Then we go, how do we do this? Wait. That's what it is. We start at the top. Okay, we're starting from the top. Ready? I got it now, boys. We're gonna get through this. All right, so Tadasana, lift up, fold, half lift, and then you put your palms down on the ground, and you can either jump back or walk back. And this is called chaturanga. Well, this is called plank. And then chaturanga, you go down. And so instead of like a push-up where you're kind of like drop your elbows away from you, chaturanga, you're dropping your elbows kind of down toward your hips, like straight back. So you go down to your chest, and then you go up dog, where you're arching your back all the way. And if you can, you're basically stretching your toes far enough back where you're lifting your knees up off the ground. But for a few months I couldn't do that, so I would just rest on my knees here, and you're pushing your chest all the way up. And then down dog, you flip your toes and push your booty up. And so down dog here is kind of like your normal, or like your home base position, right? This is it's supposed to be like a neutral posture eventually. But so you're on your toes, you're on your heel, or the balls of your feet. You have your fingers all spread out like this on the ground. And you're basically pushing your chest toward your thighs. So push them back. Get your coccyx and your sacrum straight up in the air. Right? And then we go. How do we get into? Oh, and then we just go plank. What do we do? And I think jump up to the top. Ready? Or no, it's down dog, bend your knees, look up, and then jump to your hands. If you don't want to jump, you can walk one foot up, the other foot up, and then we're back at the top. Does that make sense? I like to bend my knees and then jump up. A little messy, but we'll run through that a couple times. Out and open is better. Wait, camera left and up a bit. Am I off camera? Wait, what's going on? What is that fucking... this lens flare is awesome. Alrighty, you want to try it again? See if we can get our act together. Yeah, the rainbow on the screen was hilarious.
Alrighty, boys, let's try it again. So we start at the top of the mat. Bring your prayers up. Come down. Full fold. Half lift. Hands on your shins, straight back. Fold again, palms down. Jump back or walk back. You can go one at a time. We'll take a walk back for the first one. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Bend your knees. Walk a little up to the top. Tadasana. Right? Then we start over. Heck yeah. All right, let's flow this a couple times. Sorry guys, this is my first time teaching this vinyasa. It's one thing to follow it all the time. It's another thing to call it out and tell people. But let's flow this like 3 times and then we'll try Namaskar B, okay? So here we go. Palms together, reach up, arch your back a little bit, breathe in, exhale, come down. Breathe in, half lift. Exhale, palms down, chaturanga. Breathe in, exhale, going down. Up dog. Breathe in. And exhale, down dog. Stay here a few breaths. Bend your knees, look up, jump to the top or walk, step, walk up to the top of the mat. Half lift. Fold. Come all the way up. Exhale down. Half lift. Inhale. Exhale, palms down. Jump back. Exhale down. Inhale, up dog. Flip. Down dog. Bend your knees. Jump to the top. Half lift. Forward fold. Come up. Full. Tadasana. Exhale. Palms down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, palms down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Heck yeah. All right, if you want to go down into child's pose for a second, you can. So drop to your knees, put your feet together, and then kind of get your chest in between the space in your legs. Reach your arms forward if you want an active stretch. And just forehead down. Was that closer, Mr. Bunny? I think I got that right at the end. Yeah, now we just have to get in flow with our breathing. Yeah, it might be easier to do it uphill for sure. You guys can see better though this way, right? Here, I'll do one this way. We'll do one more flow like this because I'm actually starting to get it. It's so funny. Go going from just following in class to like having to teach it yourself is like mind breaking for a second. I'm like, what the hell? Yoga doesn't even make sense to me anymore. I don't even know where I am. All right, here, let's just do a 3 flow on. We'll do 3 rounds of that one more time, just because we know what we're doing a little better. Alrighty, boys, here we go. Top of your mat, Tadasana, palms up. Forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Bend your knees, jump to the top. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. There we go. That's closer, right? Bend your knees, step or hop to the top. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, last one, boys. Bend your knees, jump to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, full mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward. All right, boys, we freaking did it. Look at us. And then usually in this one, I like to we call it wagging the tail, where you just kind of move around, stretch out your hips, stretch out your legs. You can do one heel down at a time. And always remember, when you're doing your down dogs, you're pushing your shoulders and your chest back to your thighs, like as hard as you can. You want to be a little A-frame, okay? All right, child's pose. Take a rest. That one felt good. Y'all are in child's pose, being little babies. I'm in on the first pose, out on the second. I imagine I'm pulling my breath up my whole body from my feet to my head on the big up reach. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's try a little Surya Namaskar B. You guys ready to get some freaking chair pose in? All right, boys. So let's start feet together. We'll start with a Utkatasana chair pose, okay? So feet, heels, toes together, and you're gonna bring your arms forward and up, kind of at like a 45-degree angle, and then you're gonna sit your booty in the chair, like this. Sit low, look up. Oh my God, they're chemtrailing the fucking shit out of the skies right now. Bro, look at this shit. This wasn't here 2 minutes ago. Look at that bullshit, dude. I was talking to my mom yesterday. She was like, I was like, yeah, they're, you know, the fall leaves are turning so much earlier because they're fucking covering the skies, covering the sun. Mom was like, well, it got cold last week, so that's probably why. Totally. It's not them covering the sky. They're not covering the sky. Anyway. All right, here we go. Utkatasana into forward fold, into half lift, into chaturanga, up dog, down dog, warrior one. Okay, we got this. Ready, boys? All right, Utkatasana chair pose. Ready? Breathe in. So for the first one, we usually go kind of slow. We hold the chair pose for a while. And then the next part, we'll flow it. All right, forward fold. Palms on the ground. Half lift, inhale. Then we're gonna go to chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog. Breathe out, down dog. And then you're gonna bring your right foot forward, right? Turn your back left foot down, so it's either perpendicular with this foot or kind of turned 45 degrees in. And you're gonna come up on your right leg. Try and get your right leg 90. I'm on a weird hill again, so might not be 90. And then arms are gonna go straight up. So you want your hips and your shoulders kind of parallel. Arms straight up. Sit into the thigh and look up and arch your back if you can a little bit. And we're just gonna sit here for a second. Breathe in through your nose. Lower down a little bit more. What's the next part? Then bring your palms down. Chaturanga. Well, plank to chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale. Up dog. Exhale. Down dog. Inhale, bring your left foot forward. Turn your right heel back. Come up into warrior one. Your back leg should be straight. Again, left leg 90 degrees. Just try and breathe steady. Dude, they're cucking this guy so bad. All right, bend forward. Plank pose. Exhale to down to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right. Y'all ready to flow that once? All right, bend your knees, look to the top of your mat, jump up. All right, so here we go. Let's do our Utkatasana. We'll flow this one. We might do two, might just do one. Ready? Here we go. Utkatasana chair. Breathe in. Sit in the chair. One more breath. All right, on the exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg forward in between your hands. Turn your heel down, come up. Breathe in. Exhale, come down, chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog. Breathe out, down dog. Breathe in, left foot forward. Turn right heel down. Warrior one. Try and drop down. And exhale, fold forward. Chaturanga. Breathe in. Up dog. Breathe out, down dog. All right, step to the top. Heck yeah, boys. Screw it, let's just do flow one more real quick. Ready? Here we go. Utkatasana chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg forward. Exhale, come up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Sorry for sniffling in the mic. All right, last one. Here we go. Left leg forward. Turn your right heel down. Come up, warrior one. Drop your hips low. Look up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And then come to the top of your mat. Woo! We did it, boys. Okay, for the last part, I figure we'll just do a little freestyle. My dog is hogging my yoga mat. They'll do that, dude. All right. For the last one, I kind of just want to do like warrior two, a couple triangle poses, and then maybe we'll do like a warrior three or a half moon pose. Okay? So here, let's start at the top of our mats. We'll start like the last thing until we get to warrior one. We'll go into warrior two instead. Ready? Or actually, let's do a full. Dude, there's like 6 bumblebees in here in this one bush. They're loving life. Oh my god, and the biggest daddy long legs I've ever seen. Do you see that? And then look, there's bumblebees everywhere. They're gonna get me. JK. All right, boys. Let's wrap it up. All right. Utkatasana. Breathe in. Forward fold. Half lift. Inhale. Exhale. Chaturanga. Jump back. Inhale. Up dog. Exhale. Down dog. And then right leg forward. And then instead of both arms going up, we're going to open up into warrior two, okay? So it's the same feet as warrior one. You turn your left heels down a little bit. When you come up, take your left arm and kind of do like a merry-go-round or like a Ferris wheel. Come all the way, open all the way up. And then you'll bring your right arm up, okay? So it looks like this. Right? You're looking down your arm like a gun, looking down your chin's touching your shoulder. Your left arm is 180 degrees going the opposite way. Sometimes too, your right leg or right foot will turn inward. Make sure you turn your right toes out to the right and just sit for a sec. Get your hips low. And then straighten your right leg. And we're going to reach forward, forward, forward. And come down and touch, grab your shin, right? And then reach your left arm up to the sky. And just breathe through your nose. And then we're going to come into forget what it's called. Come into this one. You're going to drop your left arm down in a circle, and you're going to start bending your right knee. And then you're going to bring your keep your left arm going all the way until it gets above your head. And then you're going to stop here. So we went from this, dropping your left arm back, bend your right knee in. Now you've got your right leg bent 90 degrees and you're reaching your left forward over your ear. Look up. And then your right arm I'm using my elbow to push my right knee out. You can also, if you don't have the strength yet, put your right elbow on top of your knee and kind of keep your hand open. Keep your palm up to the sky. But if you have the strength, use your right elbow to push your right knee. All right, and then come down to your mat in the lizard where your right and left hand are on the inside of your right foot. And then we're going to rock back and forth a little bit. And then drop to your knee and let's stretch back. Pull your right toes to your calf, stretch forward. And then bring your right foot back. Let's go to chaturanga. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. And then we'll just do the left side. And I think that'll be about it for today. All right, ready? So step, or hop up to the front of your mat. Breathe in, Utkatasana. Sit down. One breath. Forward fold. Hands down. Half lift. Breathe in. Palms down, chaturanga. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Bring your left foot forward. Turn your right heel down. And then we're going to open up the right side. Drop your hips. Open your chest up. Look down your arm. And breathe. Then we're going to straighten out our left leg. Reach forward, forward. Grab your shin. Put your right arm to the sky and look up. My vertigo is not half as bad today as it was. All right. Then we're going to bring our right arm down, bend our left knee, and stretch our right arm over our head. Okay. Then come down to your lizard. Turn your right foot down a little bit. You can rock back and forth here. You can also go down on your knee and kind of stretch out. You'll feel a lot of it here in your groin area. Get a nice stretch. All right, and then do half Hanuman. Pull your toes back to your heel or your shins. All right, and then come back to tabletop. Frick yeah, push back to your heels. Whew. All right, boys, let's do our cool down. We'll just do a little pidgey pidge. And we'll be on our way. Does Paul Wysopal do yoga? I mean, when he's hanging out with us, probably. I bet he's doing it right now with us, yeah. But he can't do it in front of his friends or family because they'll make fun of him. So. All right, boys. Ready? Let's do one more down dog. Kick your right leg up to the sky. And then bring your right knee up to your right wrist. And kind of slink. I always kind of drag my left leg back. And then you can fold forward here. This is called pigeon. You're stretching this whole part of your butt cheek and your leg. And just kind of sink in. And the left leg is straight, all the way straight back. Then, yeah, your right leg is bent up here. And then reach your arms forward, head down. You can also push up for this if you want a little bit more. You can pick your chest up, pick your head up, lean back. If you're still not tired and you want to fuck around, you can bring your hands together, stretch back, and just kind of use the muscles of your legs to hold you up. But that's for tryhards, right? All right, here we go. Back to down dog. Push your chest back to your thighs. Pick your left leg up and bring your left knee up to your left wrist. Slide your right leg back. Pick your chest up. Sorry, this is kind of bad. You want to be a try-hard? But you can also just bring your arms forward and rest into the position. All right, come up. Breathe in. One more down dog. And then come down into frickin' hero's pose or lotus pose. We did it, boys. That was a pretty successful vinyasa. It'll get better, I promise. Sorry. But yeah, I think maybe we'll switch off every other week, or maybe next week we'll do another vinyasa, just so I can get another one under my belt, because it's so much easier. You just have to power through one of not knowing what the hell you're doing, and then the next one will be easier. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we pretty much did an hour, 57 minutes. We're 3 minutes shy. Here, we'll do our final breathing or final stretch. We'll do how we started. All right, boys, ready for your last stretch? Interlace your fingers with your right pinky on the bottom, and breathe in and stretch it forward. And exhale, come back, switch interlacings, and breathe in, come back up. Come down, switch. Inhale. Exhale. 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 Inhale. Bring your arms down. Look to the right. Push away all the bad energy down your right arm. Feel the push in the heel of your hand. Turn to the left. Push away with your left arm. And then roll your wrists out. Bring your right arm up over your head. Use your left hand behind your head to kind of fulcrum it back. Breathe in and out. Reach your right arm up, left arm down, switch. So you're pushing your elbow behind your head and back a little with your right hand, while you're reaching your left hand down your back, down your spine. Breathe in. All right, dudes. Bring your palms to heart center. Let's do 2 ohms. Breathe in. Om. One more. Namaste, boys. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'm going to bring this up to the out of the sun real quick. We can do a couple minute debrief before my computer overheats in the sun. Hell yeah, dude. I want to get good at teaching the Vinyasa stuff. My mind literally blanked for the first couple times. It's so funny. I do Vinyasa all the time, but it's like when you have to teach it, you're like, wait, what's the first thing? Where do my hands go? Love you, Paul. Love you, Thoth. But yeah, hopefully this wasn't too just watching me stumble around, and it was helpful for you guys. These are going to be good, though. We're eventually... I thought I was blocked as I've been commenting the last 3 streams, and it's not displaying. Oh, did you have it set to top chats or live chats? Sorry, the camera was too high. I think we got it, though. Is that the one that I changed it then when I noticed it? Paul got that dork. Hell yeah. I'm about to start my bleed ore cycle soon. That was super helpful to prepare. Menstrual sludge is real. I don't know why the breathing in the mic cracks me. How much breathing can you hear in the mic? I usually have pretty decent breath control, but this thing is also literally right here, so I need to move it away a little bit more. You guys are going to be inside me soon. But yeah, that's exactly, Bunny. That's the proper way to tell the sun good morning. Excuse me, sorry. But all right, boys. Yeah, all yoga is helpful yoga, exactly. That's what I think too. Even when we're stumbling around and don't know what we're really doing. But honestly, the stumbling around is, you kind of have to just do it the first time, and then after that it's like, oh, okay, I need to understand the words that I'm supposed to say. But yeah, hope you guys have a good day. We'll be back on Monday, right? So no stream tomorrow, but we'll see you on frickin' Monday. Yeah, me and Skid are gonna have fun. We might go antiquing or something today. But alright, boys. Thanks for hanging. I appreciate you. It was only once when we were facing the ground, when you couldn't see me. Yeah, pretty soon we'll have one of those auto drones that frames the shot perfectly for us. We don't have to do anything. It'll be great. But alright, boys. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you on Monday. Namaste. Om. Paul can do downward dog no-handed balanced on his chin. Dude, we gotta do downward chin. Paul would love that. Alright, boys. Have a good day. Ta-ta!